The movie starts in Harrison, Arkansas in 1989. A boy named Brandon is baptized. His mother says she's proud of him. Brandon complains to his mother because people keep calling him fat, but his mother encourages him by saying that God had a reason to make him that way. Besides, he doesn't need to take what people say for granted because only God knows what is best for him. His older brother Marty takes picture of Brandon when a man approaches him and congratulates him with Brandon's baptism.
Congratulations on your son's baptism.
Mom, I'm getting tired of this. We're only 17 years apart. It is obvious that we are brothers.
One day, visiting his mom, Marty finds warning letters from a gas company in her mailbox. Marty is fed up with his brother, who never does anything but sit on the couch, watching TV while stuffing his mouth with snacks.
Oh, hi, Marty.
Mama. Oh, come on. You think it's such a good idea for a 12-year-old boy to be sitting on the couch all day eating chips and cheesecake?
Marty.
For a 12-year-old boy, Brandon has a bigger body than boys his age. No matter what Marty tells him, Brandon doesn't budge and kept doing what he liked with a smirk on his face. While looking at American football players on the television, Brandon suddenly says that he wants to be just like them.
I'm gonna play for the Arkansas Razorbacks.
His mother just supports whatever Brandon wants to do.
I believe you, honey. But if you want to be a Razorback, you've got a lot of work to do.
At school, Brandon joins a football team. During a motivational speech before the game, the coach asks kids who wants to play NFL. Everyone raises their hands and Brandon even jumps up in front of the coach. When kids from starting lineup runs on the field, Brandon stays on the bench, overhearing how coach mumbles to himself.
50 million kids in America, and they all think they're going pro. Boy, they're stupid.
During the game, one of the main players got injured, so the coach orders Brandon to jump into the game. His mother and brother are excited to see him on the field. After the whistle, Brandon easily gets to a quarterback and grabs his leg like a Dagestani UFC fighter. But instead of taking him down, Brandon just holds his leg, letting his opponent to give a pass. The coach scolds Brandon with all his anger, leaving the audience in shock.
Bosworth, you are never playing defense again, ever! Ever! Get your fat ass off this field!
Marty and his mother, who was watching at that time, are also ridiculed by other spectators. A high school coach named Coach Tice, who had been watching the game, approaches Brandon afterward. He offers encouragement, telling Brandon that to improve, he must be the first to arrive at practice and the last to leave. Coach Tice promises that, with hard work, Brandon could play for his high school team. After practice, Marty is infuriated to see their father waiting to pick Brandon up. He resents his father for the turmoil his addiction brought to their family.
Not one drop, you understand me? You screw up. I don't care what Brandon says. You'll never see him again.
That evening, Brandon enjoys his time with his father until the man discovers a bottle of bourbon in a box and loses control. The next morning, Brandon finds him drunk in his bedroom, grumbling and scaring the boy. Frightened, Brandon calls Marty to take him home.
Marty, will you please come get me?
Upon arriving, their father pleads with Marty not to tell their mother about the incident, fearing she would never let him see Brandon again. Marty, filled with anger, sternly tells his father to stay out of their lives. Years later, we see Brandon on the high school football team under Coach Tice's guidance.
Hey guys, I told you lately that I love you. I'll get back to y'all on that.
True to his commitment, Brandon is always the first to arrive at practice, even before the coach. He confides in Coach Tice that while other guys have natural talent for football, he struggles for every game. Doubting his path, he wonders aloud if football is truly what God intends for him. Coach Tice reassures him.
So one guy gets $10,000 handed to him and another guy has to work for it. Now, they both got $10,000, but the second guy gained a whole lot more along the way than just the money.
He shares exciting news with Brandon. He has arranged for him to meet the offensive line coach of the Arkansas Razorbacks named Coach Bender.